Now.
Woohoo! Yay! Thank you for joining the Untitled Studios podcast.
Yay!
Which is ironically named, actually. Well, it's ironically named because we don't actually have a podcast. Like, you can't download this and put it on your iPod.
No, you couldn't. Except
we should probably.
I don't know.
We should probably do something about that.
We should find a host, but does anybody know a cheap host? I don't know,
or a free host to host our audio?
I'm not afraid to give blowjobs and for some hard drive space in somebody's server. Just to get that out of the way. I'm no wuss.
Although you can't blame iTunes for not wanting to be the host, because how much server space would they need?
Oh, and they don't
just
need
the worst things in the world, you know?
Yeah. Especially their business model's working, so why change it?
Yeah.
All right, so start the presentation.
Yeah, definitely agree with that.
Detecting problems.
I just started getting weird glitches, so I don't know if I'm coming through.
Oh no, you're coming through. So is your Windows Network Diagnostic thing.
Okay.
Well, no. Let's see what problems you have. Maybe.
Are you detecting problems right now?
No, I was just checking because I started to go glitchy, so I didn't want to be mid-presentation and then suddenly Anyway, here we go. Presentation for today. What a twist! Almost stream of consciousness with Stabby, and I put consciousness, and I'm not sure why. So this started out as one thing, advice on how to raise kids. If your kids are heavy sleepers, you should constantly move them while they are asleep so that they never wake up where they went to sleep. I think that'd be pretty fucking funny.
I have a story about that. I'll let you continue on though. Whoa.
Okay, good. Once your kids are toddlers, it's time to introduce them to Mary Jane. Though it's recommended you utilize edibles, as smoke is bad for kids.
Fuck yeah, especially when you're about to get on a plane. I don't want to hear your little shit frying all the way up.
Toddlerzilla.
I don't.
Yeah, okay, good. Mix with this. All right.
I don't want to know where you B-rolled those poor, hungry children.
That's definitely straight out of some tsunami disaster.
This is all stuff that I searched on the Google Presentations thing. It's all fair use stuff.
And I think that's Yo Gabba Gabba on her shirt.
Gojira.
I think I've used this picture before, but it's such a good picture. Teach your kid to be ultra competitive because everyone else is raising their kids like giant touchy-feely pussies. Also, because watching other people's kids cry is super fun.
I would say so.
Teach your kid conspiracy theories as though they are facts, so you can go and meet their teachers. When you meet the teachers, pretend you have no idea how your kid learned those things, then congratulate her on the opportunity to work with such a gifted child.
Or be fucking amazed that the teacher believes the same shit.
Yeah, really.
He's always going around talking about the Illuminati and
that one night when he got abducted and probed.
Yeah.
Yeah, really. Teach your kid weird speech idioms that no one uses. For example, instead of teaching your kid to say please and thank you, teach them to say the prophecy demands it, and in accordance with the prophecy.
Nice.
I am the law.
And then this is where some weird stuff started to pop into my head that didn't really make a lot of sense and wasn't really with the thing. I kind of want to take a bite out of someone's dog right in front of them while they're walking it just to see their face. But one of those little rat dogs, really, not like a really big dog, because I don't think that'd work out well. And I'm not sure why.
It'd probably bite you back.
Yeah, the little dog would be like, the fuck? And then it still might fight you, but you can
a little dog would sit, fucking barking like it's his job.
Little dog would just be excessively loud.
Yeah.
I don't know why this popped into my head.
Oh, every single person I've known to have a Chihuahua
shit.
It's been just an obnoxious little shit who can't shut his goddamn mouth.
Oh yeah, no, those are not my favorite dogs. At random, put hair dye in your kid's shampoo so they get confused as to how hair works.
It's also a good way to see what spots your kid missed with their shampoo, so you can punish them accordingly.
Oh my god.
This picture works with it so fucking well, too.
And also, they can cosplay with you now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yay!
I
bonding
really
time.
wish I could paint
Oh.
super well so I could paint fake alleyways on brick walls like Looney Tunes
I
style.
love that.
I just wish I could do that. Like, I don't know why, but that would be so fun.
That's Wyatt Lee Coyote, super genius.
It'd be like the best graffiti.
Yeah.
It would be kind of funny if somebody used real spider venom and gummy spiders to kill someone.
Well, yeah.
What?
You know, they
Do
sell
have
like gummy spiders. Yeah.
Like creepy crawlers or something.
Oh, those,
And
Oh,
you like, make them with like real spider venom and then give them to somebody as a way to kill them. It'd be pretty funny.
yeah.
With real poison?
Like, oh, what's this liquidy core made out of? It kind of tastes like death.
But,
Tastes like the sweet release of death.
gummy bears and liquor, and they'll soak up the alcohol. I imagine you do the same thing.
It's like, oh, are you trying to kill me? You didn't have to do that.
Bouncing here and there and everywhere.
I wonder how many fourth wave feminists would let you jerk off on their face if you called it performance art and explained that it signified men's unnatural inclination towards rape and violence.
I don't know. That's actually a really good question. I'm thinking about that. Because I've seen some pretty crazy shit done in the name of performance art.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, like a lot of feminist performance art is like them jerking off and peeing on stuff. So I'm like, you could probably really like snow over a lot of people.
What's our
so to
next
speak.
presentation?
Yeah.
Stay tuned for next week.
it's gonna be a white Christmas after all.
I would honestly eat the spider venom before I went through a performance art presentation.
Yeah, really. Well, actually, I don't think spider venom can work that way. I think you'd actually have to have it injected.
Yeah.
At my funeral, I want my body preserved in such a way that it can be worked like a puppet. In mid-service, I want it to rise and dance around behind the priest, who then performs some form of exorcism that requires the audience to do a funny dance.
For some reason, I'm imagining some like guy voicing you going bloop 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 bloop.
Exactly.
And I want the
Well, I
puppeteers
picked
that worked
this
on Team America.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I picked this image. It was the only one with one. I bet you could sell powdered water that all you had to do is add water to, because people are morons.
Yes.
I like that. They actually have a snake oil bottle.
Yay.
And like
It's
a
like
con
Les
man
Dickens
right
is
on
on
it.
there.
All right. I really wish I could discover anything, like a planet, star, flower, fish, or animal of some kind, so I could name it Mbop.
Oh, God.
That'd be so fucking fun.
Are those
Isn't it
people
being
dead?
textbooks?
Is
I don't know
that
if they're dead or not, but this is
Is
the only
that
picture that
handsome?
was allowed, so that's the one I used.
I feel like I haven't heard from them for so long they're dead.
Well, they
To
grew
me.
up and they stopped being adorable. I mean, look at this middle one. He looks like a child
Were
molester.
they ever adorable?
no?
No, when they were like little mop-headed like teenagers, like preteens and shit, like
Oh,
10,
I would say
13, whatever they
little
were.
shitheads.
Yeah.
I
yeah,
bet-
fuck those
Yeah,
guys.
fuck those guys. For no fair reason.
Yeah, really. I bet Ant-Man shrinks
Uh.
down to watch things reproduce asexually and furiously masturbates to that.
Eventually,
He
it's
can,
about like 15 years into his gig, and he's like, you know what? I
I
wonder.
got nothing left. This is the only thing I can do now.
No, wait.
Yeah.
Can he leave his penis the same size and shrink the rest of them down?
That's a good question. That'd be pretty funny.
Walks
He can
up to
pretend to
another.
be somebody's vibrator. He's just like, oh god, that's a good question.
Yeah, she.
I like BuzzFeed videos because they are almost funny. It's
Yeah.
like when your friend tells a terrible joke, but you don't have to give that awkward pity laugh. I think it's the same type of fascination that keeps an audience in their seats when they watch a comedian bomb.
Oh
Yeah.
man, I watched this comedian bomb today. It was on Jimmy Kimmel's show. Fucking, I made it like a minute and a half in there, and I just had to tap out.
Someone bombed on Jimmy Kimmel and it wasn't Jimmy Kimmel.
No, the saddest thing to ever go into is an open mic night for comedians. Which, I mean, like,
Oh
kudos
god, now I
to
want
them
to go.
kudos to them for
Yeah.
going, like going
Props
up and
for bravery.
doing that. I mean, that's bravery. You deserve a drink, but I
You'll
mean,
probably just get your ass kicked.
some motherfuckers didn't even walk up there with material, like with anything. Some people just like randomly blathered for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, they do it on a bet.
It's funny, I watched another one actually, where it was like an open mic night or something, and the guy went up, his opening joke was, "Hey, I know you guys have heard of No Shave November, even though it's December now, so this joke doesn't really make any sense, but they didn't say anything about not lighting my beard on fire." And then he pulled out a lighter and tried to light his beard on fire.
And then he was
Wow.
tackled
He
by
was
security and ushered
roundly,
out.
no, he was just heckled off the stage. That was the sad part. Like, he wasn't even forcibly removed.
Everybody else is like, "You're a fucking loser."
They should have got that
The
big hook
audience
and just hooked him off the stage.
No, the audience did it for him. It was all democratic.
Nice.
Yay for democracy.
Well, have you ever smelled burning hair? It's just not a pleasant smell.
Yeah, no, that stuff smells
terrible.
awful.
And
that is probably
here,
one of the
the best part at the end of the joke, he was like, "And that's what happens when you don't have an opening joke, only to hear fucking silence from the audience."
That was a good joke.
I might actually laugh at that.
Yeah.
Oh God! Not because it's funny, but because it's going to go badly from that point. Like it's already started awful, and it's just not going to get better.
Yeah. I can respect someone who, at that point, just puts the mic down, doesn't say another word, puts his head down, gets off this fucking stage,
But-
realizes a lost cause.
I think it'd be really funny as an opening bit to your act to have like a water bottle in your pocket, like a really small one. Walk up, just look really scared, and slowly let the water out of the bottle. And just walk off
This
stage.
is stand-up
So that it
comedy.
looks like
not-
you wet your pants in terror. I'm not doing that for the audience. I just think it'd be a really fun thing to do.
See, and that's the difference between stand-up and performance art. In performance art, you'd actually piss yourself.
No, see, God, no. I don't really want to smell like piss for the rest of the day.
And commit.
That'd be awful. I'm just thinking because the closest place probably to do open mics to me is like an hour away, so... Yeah, I don't want to drive home in my car for like an hour reeking of piss. That sounds awful.
Not again.
I think.
But I suppose you could go pantsless,
Not
but then
after that one
eventually you get home. you know?
I think for the social change that your act would inspire, though, it would be worth it.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
You should make
No,
that.
no, no. This is all
Five
stuff to,
people.
like, trick some girl into let me, like, jerk off on her face on camera.
Yay.
That would be a really funny social experiment that you put on YouTube. I mean, it'd get yanked pretty quick, but I bet a lot of people would mirror it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd get yanked pretty quick.
A lot of people. Boom.
Yay.
All right, so here's my last little bit. For some reason, I kind of want to bang a hunchbacked girl. I don't really know why. I just think it'd be fun.
Is that-
And this is the best picture I could get. It was somebody in a brace that fixes it.
Yay.
So, is that
I
brace?
don't know what to say to that one, actually.
Like, yeah, I got nothing.
Is that
I
a
got
brace
nothing.
Me too.
with a
Huh?
gene print on it? Is it made to look like it has genes?
I don't know.
genes?
It's
I
just
don't-
one of the things that I found on the
Yeah,
free
it does look
image
weird.
search. This is the closest I could get to a hunchback of any kind.
Oh,
Was somebody with a brace on.
I wonder if they're really a hunchback or they're just a phony.
They're a
It could just
hunchback
be like a
model.
model demonstrating the brace.
Fucking phonies.
Yeah.
It's a phony.
Yeah. I don't know why that just popped into my head, like towards the end of me writing stuff for this presentation. It just popped into my head, like, yeah, that'd be really kind of interesting. Could you use
I
her back
wonder.
as like a little table? I mean, you know.
It'd be
Anyway.
a lovely
Rest of
lady
the
love
year on there?
or something.
You think
Yeah,
that's
that takes my humps to a whole nother level, right?
My lovely lady lemons. Check them out.
No.
All right, that's the end of the presentation. There you go.
Yay!
I hope you've enjoyed your little peek into my brain.
And now we're all terrified.
Scary as it was.
Yeah, I'm scared and confused. I also want my money back, even though I didn't really pay for it.
Oh, you want an interesting story that I thought was fascinating?
Yes.
Go for it.
I think so.
All right. So.
Wait, hold on.
What if we all just said no? Like, what
then I
do we do
wouldn't
then?
show it to you. I don't care. We'd talk about something else. I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
Go fuck yourself.
Times.
What the Times got wrong about nail salons. Apparently, the Times,
The times
I'm
is
assuming
changing.
like the New
Hold
York
on.
Times.
Hold on. I'm getting some feedback somewhere. Somebody's, like, repeating. I think it's Stabby.
No.
How can I be repeating? I'm all plugged in. It's going through my
It's-
microphone.
I don't hear
it's
any
just, it's just a
echoing.
slight echo, yeah.
It's in your head.
It's not in my head. I can fucking hear it. Whose echo is this? Is it mine?
Why can't you fuck?
It'd be really funny if it's your own and we can't hear it.
Maybe. I don't know. Whatever. Keep going.
So anyway, the New York Times did a front-page expose of wage theft at nail salons.
No. Wage theft.
Basically, it was another one of those like Rolling Stone type articles where somebody did very little to no research and bullshitted a lot of stuff, claiming that Asian nail salons were basically like what do you call it, sweatshops, where like people were paid like $10 a day and shit like that.
Wow. So it's like the no-go zones.
Yeah,
We're
and
just
so
going to make
it
you
was,
get up and report on it as if it's real.
yeah, the unfortunate thing is within hours of the publication, the governor, I'm assuming of New York because it was the New York Times, Andrew Cuomo, ordered a multi-agency task force to investigate all New York salons for alleged mistreatment of workers, and then he signed a new law that makes other things makes it a crime to operate a salon without a license.
Wow.
Well, you know, if
Can't
the
you
front page
operate
of the New York Times says that, you know, all the salons are ripping off their employees, it's
I mean,
pretty
that
demands.
Can't you
and-
operate a psychic hotline without a license? That's just perfectly okay.
I don't know.
Because you're ripping people
Wait,
off
how
then.
could you even get somebody a psychic license, though?
You don't. That's the thing. No one will ever
Yeah.
pass the test.
Well, don't a lot of those people end up getting busted for fraud anyway? Like, sooner or later, people just give them, like, enough money, and they're like, wait a minute, this is all bullshit, I want my money back.
Yeah, sometimes. Not enough.
Well, yeah, but that's a sad thing, you know, you can't save everybody from themselves, you know? So, yeah, they claimed a lot of the Chinese papers were listing that the salaries is like $10 a day. Needless to say, it's all completely untrue. Here's the funny thing about this particular article, in my opinion. The lowest they saw was $70 a day, and some ranged up to $110 a day. Now, picture yourself in New York City trying to live off of $70 to $110 a day.
That's not happening.
Yeah, like it would make that much of a difference that it's not $10 a day. Like, I guess now you get to eat and live on the sidewalk. I mean, because you're not fucking renting a place. I doubt you could even rent a closet in New York City for like $110 a day.
So
I just thought that was
need-
really funny.
So they need to raise the fucking minimum wage, basically.
Yeah.
Well, yes, but in New York especially, like it's like
it's super
the minimum wage in
expensive to live
California
there.
is one thing, but if you go to like Sacramento or you go to LA or you go to San
Wyoming.
Francisco, they have their own specific minimum wages because cost of living in those three cities is so
It's
high.
different. Yeah.
Yeah, it's specifically like substantially higher than the surrounding areas. So like New York would probably have to have the same thing. I think they do actually.
I don't know. They have all kinds of weird New York laws 'cause they think they're all special.
Yeah.
Fucking Yorkers.
Fucking Yankees.
God damn it. God.
Yeah, they were claiming that like $150 a day is a reasonable wage, and I'm just like, I'm sorry, man. In New York, you got to be earning probably like $200 or $300 a day minimum to get by.
There's not many places, especially the big cities, that even $150 will work.
Well, you know, you could probably live in like bumfuck nowhere.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about large cities like
But at
New
least
York.
it's not
and stuff
$10 a day like they were fucking saying. I mean,
True.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, no, you can get an insulated cardboard box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you might only need to blow
You're
one
basically
guy.
saying that an improvement isn't worth it. It's like, no, any improvement is good. There just
I was
needs
just-
to be more.
I was just pointing out the absurdity of them going like, hey, it's not that bad. Look at this. It's got this much. And I'm like, wait, no, those are both really bad.
Yeah, but it's not as bad as $10 a day.
Oh, no, they
Like,
were
that's
totally
just
right.
flat
Like,
out
the original
illegal.
article was horse shit. The original article was total bullshit. But, you know, it's just like, whatever. You know, apparently,
Yeah,
you know,
fuck that article.
well, apparently,
Those
you know,
guys.
newspapers and news stations
For a
don't
reason.
actually have to verify any of the news they post. They can just put whatever the fuck they want out, and they don't have any responsibility. So,
Yeah.
Yep.
Yay.
You just got to ask one person if they tell you that, you can believe them.
And that's why television journalism is dying. Because they
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
don't
why the internet news is
fucking
getting so much
research
bigger.
anything.
Oh
Yeah.
man, like the CNN ISIS flag at the gay rally. It was a flag.
ISIS?
Yeah, it looked like an ISIS flag. It was designed to be a parody of it. so all the Arabic letters were made up of butt plugs and vibrators and stuff.
Oh, that's hilarious.
And CNN,
Wow.
CNN for hours was reporting on this ISIS flag at a gay rally in London.
Oh,
That
Jesus.
was like what they had to talk about. Nope, it's just nobody along the line was like, oh, that's a butt plug.
That, speaking of that, that reminds me of one of the other things I wanted to do. I want to get a closet, take out like the regular coat hanger, and just nail up a bunch of like dildos and butt plugs and stuff to hang your coats on. Because I think that'd be hilarious when you have guests.
And for
just
pleasure.
put your coat over there in that closet. And they open the closet, and there's just a bunch of fake dicks on the walls.
Before they come over, you should lightly wet them.
Lightly wet
Water.
them. Just smear a little oil on them so they're shiny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there you go. Nobody to...
Polish them up a little bit.
Make them shine. Make them
You know,
shine
the, you
real
know when
nice.
the chocolate syrup bottle's almost empty and it just sprays a little bit out, just kind of, spray that a couple times in there.
Mm-hmm.
Little brown spots all over everything.
That's just so everybody's coats will smell nice.
Yeah, it's just you're trying to give them that Coco Chanel scent,
Mm-hmm.
but cheaper.
It's a life hack, as far as I'm concerned. It's one of the ways to dominate and destroy your opponents.
I wholly agree. Oh, there was another step against religion that I kind of liked.
Oh, cool. Do we kill the Pope?
No.
Hey, I like the Pope.
So the
He's
Supreme
not
Court
that-
last year allowed closely held corporations to seek exemptions from the Obamacare health laws contraception requirements, which I think was wrong and the exact opposite of the separation of church and state, but whatever. However, now pharmacies are trying to refuse the delivery of, the last-minute contraception, Plan B, I think it is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The last-minute one for people that are too dumb to use condoms. Like, if you love herpes, you'll love Plan B.
Or if the condom breaks or some other thing happens.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm joking. I don't know why you need to take it that seriously, but it's
I'm
cool.
super serious today.
He's super serial,
I'm super
guys.
pissed
Oh.
about what 1 can of Coke can do to your body.
Yeah, look at this.
I don't know.
Like, just imagine if you guys gave me all the Coke that you owed me.
Oh, wow.
Oh, really?
Diabetes.
Trying to murder clients.
Yeah,
Gonna
really.
put that on the table. Just gonna
Why
drink
would
that
it-
big old
yeah.
thing on the table.
Wait. The unanimous 3-judge Ninth Circuit panel, whatever that means,
Short circuit.
decided that the rules are you have to deliver the medication in a timely fashion. It doesn't matter what your religion is.
Oh,
Wow.
good.
They made a good decision.
So they can't
Yeah,
they can't Jew you out of your medication.
I'm shocked.
The way they said it was the time taken to travel to another pharmacy, especially in rural areas where pharmacies are sparse, may reduce the efficacy of those drugs.
Yeah, and
And that
you
was,
don't have a right to deny someone fucking medicine, too. So,
Well, and exactly, you're the pharmacist. You have no business deciding whether they can and can't have stuff. That's not up to you, unless it's based on safety.
that's crazy.
Because there
Yeah.
are times when a pharmacist will catch like medication conflicts that doctors
Oh, yeah.
miss.
Yep.
And in that case, yeah, obviously you speak up. But if it's nothing to do with that, then shut your fucking mouth.
In the spirit of Stabby's like stream of consciousness theme, I do like the idea of the pharmacist being like some kind of king
God doesn't want you to have the pill.
you have to bring offerings to, and if they see fit, they give you the medicine.
Oh, so fucking weird.
You're like, I'm a real good Catholic. I drink wine, and I eat the flesh of Jesus.
No,
I
you
brought you a fatted calf.
Yeah, you don't take anything to them. You lay your offering before their feet, you kneel down, and if they see fit, they will hand the medicine to somebody who will hand it to you.
Oh.
Or have somebody go fetch the medicine.
Oh man, actually, I had a pharmacist get angry at me one time for coming in to pick up my meds.
How dare you?
So the way I don't know if anybody
What's
here
wrong
has
with you,
Kaiser. Am I the only one with Kaiser?
No, that's yo.
Are you German?
Oh, okay.
Kaiser.
So I don't know how far Kaiser goes.
I
like,
think it's a
nationwide or
California
not.
thing, dude.
No,
It's
no, we have
California.
it
Cali-
right here.
Unless
It's
the
a
Nazis are
California,
coming.
Maine. California, Maine.
Well, Kaiser's the kind of medical care you pretty much have to do all your own research and diagnostics to get real help from.
Yay.
But the way their pharmacy works is you phone in your refills for medications that are just ongoing, and
And
then
they're
you
fat
wait 48
cunts.
hours, You wait 48 hours, and then you go pick it up. And it's real simple.
Yeah.
And so I did that, and I went in to go pick it up, and the pharmacist got all snappy with me like I was being an asshole for coming in to pick up meds that weren't ready.
Yeah.
And he was like, well, you should have phoned it in.
What's wrong with you?
He's like, you should have given it a week. And I'm like, but it says 48 hours on the bottle, dude. Like, I didn't know it needed a week. Why doesn't it say a week?
Why doesn't it say a week then? Yeah.
And he just got all mad at me. It was ridiculous. I mean, I got my pills eventually, but I thought that was pretty fucking, like, silly. It was like, but why are you mad at me? Call your boss and yell at your boss. This has nothing to do with me, man.
I hate when the paperwork says one thing, but the actual rules are like the complete fucking opposite, and you're supposed to know that.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
It's like, can't you just put those rules on the paper instead? And it's like, no, that's not policy.
Well, then follow
Okay.
policy, you asshole.
We can't do that.
Oh,
Can't
man.
just change.
You know, I know some
Yeah.
people who like genuinely like Kaiser for whatever reason. I don't know. Just
Say
maybe
hi.
because yeah.
Kaiser's
Oh,
great
Kaiser.
if you've already diagnosed yourself. Then it's really good.
It's like Kaiser, you fucking do the checkup.
Mm.
Here's your heartbeat thing, here's a
Yeah,
thermometer.
that's very un-German.
Yeah.
If you have like an earache or athlete's foot, or you're running like a slight fever because you have a cold and you need a note to take to work, Kaiser's great.
Ah.
Like if you need to call in sick to work and your work is like, well, you better have a doctor's note. You should call Kaiser up and be like, yeah, I had to call in sick today because I have the flu and I need a doctor's note. And they'll be like, all right, pick it up at this desk.
Yo, Kaiser.
And it'll be waiting, because they just don't care.
Hey, Kaiser.
Yeah, I mean you're paying them, they fucking better.
Yeah,
Oh, they'll
really.
write you a note for anything. I've actually had them offer, like, do you just need, like, some time off of work? You seem stressed.
It's not some medical marijuana. You want some?
Yeah.
We hook you
No,
up
no,
with that.
they don't offer that.
Oh.
That actually makes them uncomfortable, ironically. Unless you're talking about cancer, they just don't want anything to do with it. Which you can't blame them because they're working for a big corporation, essentially.
You can't blame them because the fucking government might swoop in at any second and fucking shut them down.
Well, they don't sell it. They'll just give you the recommendation, and only for cancer, because they just don't want to. They don't want to get into
They
that.
don't want any part of it.
Yeah, they don't want none of that shit.
Yeah. Can't have that bad PR. Fools.
Can't be helping people.
I just started watching Weeds on Netflix.
Yay!
Do you watch that? Or
I
have you-
No, I haven't
watched
seen that
it.
yet.
I watched it until some major shit happened, and then the show completely changed, and then I was like, I'm out.
Oh.
But it was good till
I'll
then.
probably watch to that point. But
It was good for like the first 4 seasons, I think.
It's about
Oh,
it's
that's
about
like
a-
Chuck.
It's about
Oh.
a suburban mom who starts dealing weed so she can maintain her lifestyle after her husband dies suddenly.
Oh yeah.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's
I'd recommend it up until that, like 5th season. It's almost like an artificial ending to the show. It's like they wrap up fucking everything, and there's nothing left, and then they're like, it keeps going.
Oh, almost like they were told the show was going to be canceled that season, and then it wasn't.
Yeah. Holy shit. He's
we haven't
dying.
had anyone.
What's going on?
Wow, I don't know.
I think aliens took
Igor
over his
just-
brain.
His camera for long enough to make funny faces at us. That was pretty good. No, what was it? There was like that,
Oh my
that
God.
Chuck where Chuck was like a secret agent.
Yeah. The computer
was-
guy.
Yeah, there was like one season where like it all kind of wrapped up. The romance part of it wrapped up. Like he was with the girl and they were both really happy. And then the next season, for no reason whatsoever, they hated each other.
Yeah.
And I was just like, all right, I'm done.
Because they
You're
needed
just
a
gonna
conflict again.
Yeah, you could have found so many other ways to go that would have been much more interesting to me, and that's just so fucking boring.
Or they can just end it.
Yeah,
Or
just
Or
Just
end it,
fucking
yeah.
end it. I'm so tired of American TV shows where it's like, we've got to pump out like an extra 3 seasons of shit.
yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
just
like
end
a
it when it's
3 to
bad.
5 season arc should do it.
Yeah,
Maybe more
5
than that.
seasons is definitely the max, I
Yeah.
think.
Unless you really have something going where material is
Yeah.
plentiful, then you
Yeah.
can go beyond that.
I've seen stuff go beyond that. It's just really rare for it to maintain the quality.
Mad Men went to 7 seasons, and it was great all throughout. Like there was
Yeah.
never a point where it got
I think it
bad.
has 11.
What does?
NCIS?
Oh, well,
Oh,
But that's fairly simple. It's
NCIS.
procedural crime, so I mean, all the
That
shows
was-
are the same anyway.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I mean,
those are Those are more
series.
episodic.
Is that
It's not
is
like
that,
an overarching story.
Yeah.
And is that the show with that now has
Ice-T?
Ice-T in it? Yeah.
Richard Belzer?
I didn't know that they brought Ice-T onto the show.
No, that's the LA version.
Oh.
Like there's the NCIS, the original one, which
Oh
is
yeah.
based in like like New York. No, New York? Yeah, I think so. And
No,
then there's
Washington,
the one that's LA.
Then there's like
Oh, Washington,
NCSI
DC.
and all this other shit.
Yeah, the one I'm
There's a
thinking
huge,
of is
there's a bunch.
NCIS
Law
LA.
and
I
Order.
think they were going to do an NCIS Louisiana at some point.
What?
fucking for what?
I don't know if that ever went through or if it's still in
CDC.
the works or what.
We
If-
got a gator out here. He's on the loose.
Mhm.
Get 'em.
Well,
Better go get him.
well, pretty much anywhere they would have a major Navy port, they should have. They could basically do like an NCIS episode
Fuck
or
it.
show based on that. So
Yeah.
Or you could just
I
watch
mean, I
The
don't know.
Wire and never watch NCIS again.
I like NCIS. I
The
kind of grew up
Wire-
watching it when I was a kid.
The Wire's excellent, and it takes place in the greatest state in the Union, Maryland. There's just no reason.
Oh
there's no
yeah,
reason
that
why-
place.
Worst state in the union. I know.
Fuck that place. There's no need to go to
I mean,
Maryland.
we all live in Maine
Maine
anyway,
is so
but
much
California really is the best state in the world.
Ooh, I
Yeah,
would-
I'd say so. California's fantastic. But Maine,
Substantially
I mean,
bigger coastline. We have
Fuck
LA.
likes
You can just go
beaches.
to LA and watch people and laugh at them because they're all fucking wackos.
You can laugh at people anywhere.
But you don't get the
Fair
kind of
enough.
crazy you get in LA.
There are enough wackos everywhere.
you get a
Yeah,
couple.
every
but
so
you don't,
often-
you don't get the
except
small
maybe-
town crazy though if you go
Yeah.
to the big city.
Yeah.
Every so often in my area of California,
Maine.
breaking character here, I get to see like at night. I get to see like people on multi-story bikes with like flames and stuff on them riding around. I'm sorry, that's just not. You can't beat that. That's way better than any silly Maryland.
Californians know how to be fucking weird. Let's just put that out there. We know how to be like that
Yeah.
really awkward kind of weird.
A lot
Yeah.
more drugs out there. I'll say that.
Odds are, if you go to a party in California, somebody's going to try to juggle fire, and they might be really good at it, which is fun to watch, or they might be really bad at it, which is fun
Which
to
is-
watch.
That's also fun to watch.
Which is also fun.
Yeah.
If you end up having to put them out, that's the best.
Yeah, no, it's really bad. What's really fun to watch is when the fire starts spreading to the house, and then it gets to the garage and the upstairs, and
Unless it's your house.
It's all about the hair. I
Then
want
you
to
got
see
that-
him running
got
around in
that,
circles, punching his own head, trying to put his hair out.
you got that fresh cooked human smell in there.
Oh man, that's the smell that just
Burnt
doesn't go
hair
away.
came back to me. Oh,
And
God.
you just don't want to.
Terrible.
Fond memories.
It's like waking
So
up to the smell of
delicious.
cooked bacon, you know.
Oh,
It just takes you back.
Actually-
man.
Speaking of bacon, have any of you tried a bacon milkshake?
No.
No.
But I did have
Sounds
the
like
bacon
devil.
sandwich at Arby's.
It
Exactly.
tastes fucking disgusting. I don't think I've ever had
Dude, yeah,
a
why?
situation.
Really?
I don't know. I really don't know. I imagine I was like, bacon's delicious. Milkshakes are delicious. Let's put them together.
Yeah,
It
no,
it tasted so awful. I
mean,
couldn't
yeah.
understand
You don't
why.
put pizza on ice or ice cream on pizza just because both are delicious.
Yeah.
You know?
I thought it was like, okay, the epicness that is bacon must still make other things taste fantastic. It's like,
I feel like
Well, they put
bacon is
bacon
over.
on donuts. There's a lot of people that swear by that. I've never tried it, but
Bacon on donuts? Fuck yeah.
there's a lot of people that say
Yeah.
it's super good. So I don't know.
I have yet to try it, but there's a fantastic donut place. I think it's called Voodoo Donuts in Portland, Oregon. And if any of you guys are up in that area, they make awesome donuts. And I've always heard about it. Next
I'm
time
gonna go
I'm
to
in
Oregon
Portland,
just
I'm
for the
gonna go.
donuts.
Hell yeah! There's nothing else in
I
Oregon.
don't know why else you would go.
Well,
There's
yeah.
nothing else to do. Just gotta eat donuts and
Look at the small town crazy.
yeah. Or maybe,
Shout out-
maybe
I
you
think
can,
Bruce Campbell lives somewhere near Portland.
Shout out to Oregon sucking dick.
maybe
I
you
think
can
he
go to like
lives. Oh, what is it, like Majo, Oregon, or something like that? So you might be able to find Bruce Campbell's house after you go to Voodoo Donuts. Like, just drive out in like the small towns around Portland.
Nice.
Just look for his house. I'm sure it'll, look really obvious or something with like a big flashing sign that says Bruce Campbell lives here, because no doubt he wants you to go to his house.
This one
Please visit me. I still exist.
has like one of those like flat or sign waving guys. that are
Yeah.
like just dancing outside
Wow,
from his
back in
house?
Inflatable Flailing Arm.
Well, that's Raimi, Ted Raimi. That's what he is.
Oh,
With
okay.
his days, because he gets really bored and he needs attention too.
We have so many of those sign waving people outside. Like, I feel so bad for them too. Like they just seem so miserable out there. You know, you see them twirl the sign for a couple seconds, and they'll like almost pass out from the 90-degree heat that's here.
Oh God.
Bruce Campbell does have a really good shit-eating grin, though.
Oh, he knows exactly what he is. He knows
I
he's like
love
a terrible B-movie actor, and and he just sells that shit.
And I like him for it.
I mean, if you embrace it, then it works. Apparently for him, that motherfucker is. Well, he even got onto that Burn Notice show for several seasons. I'm sure he's doing pretty good money-wise.
Oh
Are they-
crap! I don't remember actors. Which one was he? Was he the main guy?
In Burn Notice,
No. This is terrible
No.
because I love that.
he
love
was
that.
Sam. He was the retired
Oh.
Marine or something like
Yeah,
that,
yeah,
military
yeah,
guy.
yeah. I know, like, I recognize the actor's face as in who he is on Burn Notice, not so much on who he is actually as a person, because I'm great like that.
Awesome, very good.
But no,
Give a
that's
fuck.
I love that. I love that that series completely. Like I watch that from beginning to end, and I don't complete.
Burn Notice. What's that show about?
It's about a guy who gets burned.
You're on notice.
It's
No.
it's a new version of MacGyver, really.
Yeah, I could really, second that.
It's sort of like MacGyver in that there's gadgets in every episode, but basically, it's a CIA agent who worked as basically a contractor to the CIA, not directly for it. He gets burned, and he has to find his way back in because all his money gets frozen, and he gets
Stranded
on
in
all like the
biennial.
travel lists. Yeah,
Oh,
where he was
God.
born. It's dumped in the city of his birth that he does not want to be in. And then it just gets all sorts of crazy wackiness about how he got burned and like a big conspiracy and shit. It's pretty fun. He plays a lot of really fun characters on it.
Does
The
really
actor
good with
definitely
like changing his personality and stuff like that. Like he does a good job with that.
Well, he's a genuinely good character actor.
He's the best
Yes.
actor in the world.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I wouldn't say the best, but I mean,
Sorry,
like,
we all know that's Johnny Depp. You just can't beat Johnny
Oh,
Depp.
wow.
No, it's Alec Baldwin.
Eric
yeah.
Baldwin.
There you go.
Oh, God.
But
As much
he's
as
the
people
best
hate
actor in the
Johnny
world.
Depp, I do appreciate him as an actor. Like he does a good job a lot of times.
For the
Just looks
person
like a
I feel the worst about, like I just feel bad for him. I feel bad for him. Is Leonardo DiCaprio? That fucker has put so much effort into some movies, and sometimes they were good, sometimes they weren't, and he still gets nothing for it. Like, you just need to give him like a pity award on his last movie because we all know he's not going to get something.
He's the guy from Titanic.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, but he did that so well, and he didn't get shit for it. That's the bad part.
Titanic was terrible though.
I mean, oh come on.
hated
Where they
that
went to the
movie.
island.
I mean, but that was.
I remember that.
I don't know. That was a good movie for what it was. I mean,
All right, so I just looked it up, and Johnny Depp and Orlando Bloom are different people. I just would have, I would have called them both Johnny
Who
Depp.
knew?
I love that. I just looked it up, and they're not the same person. It's fucking beautiful.
I mean,
man.
it's just never occurred to me. I don't know.
Oh wow.
You know,
That was
no,
the
no, no.
best joke we had all
All
day.
right, I've got a
crap.
theory now. I've got a theory.
you-
All right.
Orlando Bloom is just another character that Johnny Depp is playing because he's
Have
such a
you
great
ever
actor.
seen them together in the same room? That's all I'm saying.
No.
That'd be awesome. I wish that was true.
Oh my god, that's fantastic.
I really want that to be true, though. I think that'd be the best thing ever. Like 10 years from now, he comes out and he's like, "It was me all the time," and then he saunters off with his little Jack Sparrow run.
So if you look up Orlando Bloom, it says people also search for Johnny Depp. So
You
So
know,
they
not completely off base.
A lot of people make that mistake somehow. Yeah.
Somehow.
they look the same. I don't know. It looks like just a little bit of makeup work, and Johnny Depp is Orlando Bloom. You know,
Oh, God.
he's a decent actor by day.
They're different people.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. What was that?
Well, he's
Wasn't
not
that a
sneaking
family?
dogs into Australia, you know.
Wasn't that like a Family Guy episode where it was fucking?
I feel like
so.
Family Guy.
Oh God, no! It was Rush Limbaugh was
Oh yeah.
Michael Moore also, but then he ended up
Yeah.
being like some. Oh fuck! Who was that other actor? He just ended up like playing everybody.
Yeah, yeah.
Probably
Ah.
like John Malkovich.
Being John Malkovich.
You're everyone.
I still don't know what to think of that movie. I saw it like years and years ago. And it's like you crawl through like a door and then you're just inside of them.
Yeah, for
I
like
don't get it.
I think what was it like 2 hours or something, and then you pop out somewhere in like a lake or something.
Yeah, it was weird.
Porns don't work that way. You don't just open the door and you're inside already.
Not
I mean,
anymore.
You have to work up for it.
Yeah.
I
You gotta
mean,
be
already
the pizza
now
man
before you enter.
or the plumber.
Are we that like, hey, we want our things now? Hey, I just want to see my porn now. Just start plowing or go.
Yes.
You go and run.
You actually
swing the
pay
door
it-
open. You just run in and jump.
Do you actually pay attention to any of the story of a porno? Or do you just
No.
fast forward to the
Oh,
fucking...
dude,
No,
there's a bunch of porno that's like first-person POV date porno, and like the porno part is just stupid.
I wish I could experience POV porn.
That's.
But for like 10 minutes, it shows
I don't know what to think about that.
supposedly the POV of you on a date with the porn star.
Yeah.
And but you never talk. Like the guy who supposedly you're being never says anything, so you just sort of apparently leer constantly at this girl
Well, yeah.
for 10 minutes while she comes to your house and changes into a bathing suit in front of you, which is totally normal on every date.
Oh
And
yeah.
then,
Yeah.
and then says such exciting things like, "Wow, the beach is really pretty. I love the salt air on my skin. It feels nice." And you're just like, "This is really not a date." Like,
I
this
love the
is so
cocaine on my ass. It's nice.
it's so fucking ridiculously pathetic. You gotta watch it.
Is it Japanese?
No, it's American.
What? Okay.
It's
We gotta
it's
do it
literally-
sometime.
and
That
then
part blew my mind that it wasn't
So-
Japanese.
it's like POV date porn or something like that. I don't know whatever it is. It's like 10 minutes of like a date that's just like stupid. And then like eventually they take a bath and you watch them take a bath.
It's like
and
a
this is
dating
normal.
sim that you have no control over.
Yeah, yeah. And then like there's 10 minutes of porn and you can just skip that last part because it's meh. Who gives a shit? It's
That's
not
all
for
you
you.
Alright. Alright. Fun. Johnny Depp is 52 years old.
Wow.
Orlando Bloom is only 38, so this is all...
That's a conspiracy.
So
put
when
on
he
by
was
the
14,
liberal
Johnny
media.
Depp created a
Okay.
baby character and he's played it all the way up till now.
Uh-huh.
He's
So
really through with it.
Again.
Yeah,
Uh,
well, he had a little bit of a diaper fetish, and he figured out a way to work that in, you know, to his character development.
It was Johnny Depp's strange times.
So this
He was
has
going
been-
to a weird place.
This has been like an elaborate ruse of Johnny Depp since he was 14, and we're just now discovering it.
He's that brilliant, man.
No, the freaky thing is to look at fucking Tom Cruise. That guy
Yeah.
sold his soul.
Crazy.
Straight up. Straight up. I refuse. I refuse to believe that anyone's going to look that fit, look as good as he does.
They made him
was he,
the
like,
Jesus
60?
of Scientology, and he was like, I'm out.
Well, he got out because
Is he
I think
not a
Scientology
Scientologist?
started doing some pretty questionable stuff.
Good Lord.
Like they
Well,
started
yeah.
getting busted for a lot of their shit. It's coming out, I think.
I feel like he would have known about that if he's like the head, but it's like you got this situation where it's like
Oh, no.
he's the figurehead that goes in front of the camera and
He's
says
the
the
guy
nice
that
happy
gives him a
things.
bunch of money and gets big giant gold medals and elaborate award ceremonies where they host things and he talks and everybody
And he
claps.
jumps on chairs.
Yeah, he doesn't actually do any part of like the running of the thing.
No, he's just the spokesman. They're just like, get up there and look
Doing
pretty
stuff.
and say nice things about our organization.
Yeah, and then they make sure that there's plenty of people around to tell him how awesome he is.
Well, that's like every celebrity ever.
Well, but I mean, like specifically when he goes, you didn't realize that was part of what he did for Scientology. Is he would go and give speeches.
Oh yeah.
Like
No,
he would
he-
go around and give like motivational talks in front of audiences of Scientologists, and they would all just applaud regardless of what he said.
Because that's what you do. You don't question Scientology. That's dangerous.
Scientology will come after you.
If you get involved in that shit and then you try to leave, it's a fucking nightmare.
Yeah. But even Tom Cruise, as popular as he is, if he went out to like a regular college, was like psych meds are horse shit. Nobody should ever take them. He'd probably get like dead air from that crowd. Whereas the Scientology crowd is gonna be like, yeah, it's Tom Cruise.
But they equated him to Jesus of their religion, and then he just left.
Yeah,
It's
because
like if Jesus just like, yeah, I'm done with Christianity.
all the forced servitude and unpaid labor is starting to come out. I think people are realizing what Scientology was doing.
They
to
will like hunt you down and ruin your life. Like they're pretty
Yeah.
vicious.
Yeah, somebody's telling me the other day. I don't know how true it is, but like apparently the founder of Scientology like wanted to leave Scientology, so they just kind of kept him somewhere.
Wasn't that L. Ron Hubbard, the science fiction writer, that
Yeah.
made a bet with someone that he could start a ridiculous religion?
And then it became serious, and I
And then
think they
it
tried to
became
keep
a
him
religion.
somewhere. Like,
What
it was
happened?
I'm pretty
like
sure you're right.
kind of arrest, but it wasn't really arrest.
He was a science fiction writer, and he would like do stupid things like, yeah, and then the aliens flew in spaceships that looked just like airplanes that we have right now.
Mm.
It's like, really?
Yeah, really.
It was like Boeing 757.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt what you're saying, class. That's actually pretty reasonable for
Wow.
them. If you've ever heard any of the first person accounts of people who've gone through Scientology, they'll force them to work with like bad injuries like broken ankles and shit, and
damn.
withhold medical care. They'll keep them from leaving in a lot of cases.
They'll pump you for money.
Yeah, or they'll take all your money and they'll basically turn you into a laborer, like a slave.
Yay.
Like you just are transported around with a bunch of other people, and they make you put shit together and take shit apart for like their ceremonies or whatever, like presentations and shit they do.
Damn, that's probably straight up brainwashing after a certain point.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well,
It's
a lot of
like-
the people are really enthusiastic, but if you want to leave, it's real difficult to leave because they'll track you down and try to force you back in, basically.
L. Ron Hubbard's son called him a liar, a charlatan, and that he was completely mentally unstable. So that's
probably because it was true.
So we were like, hey, worship that guy.
So that's how you really start a religion. You have to be pretty fucking insane.
Oh, you have to be.
I'm gonna start a religion.
Or just evil.
Oh shit!
Didn't we already
That's
start a
the
cult?
first reaction I have if you take that. Is
You have a
just
cult already, Stabby.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start working out how we can start a religion, guys. Like a real
A
legitimate
religious
religion.
cult. Okay.
we already have to
Yes.
get the compound. I mean, come on.
This has now become like my life's work, I think. And not in like a joking fashion.
You've
I
got
think
a
I could
purpose.
really start a religion.
Okay. Oh, you could probably.
You guys want in? Ground floor. Buy
there any
some
money?
shares.
Yes and no.
Yes and no.
No.
Officially, no.
No. No.
Yes.
Fuck yourself. I don't want your goddamn religion.
All right.
I just want, if you just let me preach, I'll join.
just class. Just gets
Give him enough power. he'll be
I want to be one of those.
scream at them for no reason.
Oh, you'll see, like, a couple minutes in, I'll start to get my cadence down. I'll start talking like a real black preacher, just going on about stuff I don't know anything about.
L. Ron Hubbard Museum.
And
Oh
then
my
pop to my
God.
head, boom. I'll take a position on it, then convince everybody else that something's bad. And
That sounds like a plan to me.
Yeah.
pasta. Goddamn pasta.
An imposter.
Pasta.
Well, I need something that who's mad at pasta? Who doesn't like pasta, and why not?
Oh, all the idiots that are gluten free.
It's against.
Yeah.
But you can get gluten-free pasta.
Oh.
You
but
can.
That's not gluten. All right.
It's a thing.
Gluten-free pasta is not real pasta, and vaccinations are also.
There you go. Go against the people who want gluten-free noodles.
Yeah.
Fight the power.
Fuck those guys.
All those people that are like, they don't have celiac disease, but they've decided they're gluten intolerant.
Oh, yeah.
It makes me bloated. No. You eat too much fucking wheat, you dummy.
Yeah. If you
You
had like
know if
regular
you have
portion
that.
size instead of like a gorilla meal, you wouldn't get so bloated.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's my favorite.
Like stop after you stop being hungry.
I don't think there's any like mistaking that. If you're gluten intolerant, then it's like you know that shit.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Funnily enough, I have an article about that.
Yay!
Cool.
And I actually posted.
Yeah,
two
I
up
have
there,
that.
so
I have
want
that
to.
article open, Angle.
Yay! Both of them, or just the one?
Just the one. I didn't see
Okay.
the one. Hold up.
Yeah. Five gluten myths you were too embarrassed to ask about. Gluten makes you fat. The number one myth registered, blah, blah, blah. Gluten does not make you fat. Calories make you fat regardless of where those calories are coming from, whether they're coming from brown rice, which is gluten-free, or a wheat bagel.
Yep.
Oh boy.
I agree.
Oh,
with
in
that.
fact, sometimes gluten-free bread can have 30 more calories than regular bread.
It's
So
probably the
it
stuff
actually
they're using.
contains extra sugar or calories to make them more palatable for a lot of the gluten-free foods.
Yeah,
It's one of the few people that got it right. They're just like, it's all about calories.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, well that's anyone with half a clue can tell you that. Gluten is not part of a clean diet.
Here's your special thought, and go fuck yourself. You can
First
have
of
it
all,
back.
clean eating is subjective. There's no specific FDA definition for it, but whatever.
I think it just means don't eat off the floor, and you got a clean diet.
Don't
Oh
hassle.
no, it's like
Don't
some
ever.
people they want to avoid toxins in air quotes. They don't know what fucking toxins are, and neither do people peddling it. But yeah.
Oh yeah. Your body just stores toxins. Didn't you know that? Your body stores them all the time.
Oh yeah, you gotta
loves
release
them.
them sometimes.
Don't talk to a doctor. Doctors will lie to you.
You can wear these magical feet stickers, and it'll suck all the toxins out of
Oh,
your body.
my favorite one is like, drink 1 pitcher of water a day, but with cucumbers, lemons, and mint in it, and that'll cleanse you of all the toxins.
Oh, yeah.
I asked my doctor
And
about
Cherokee
that.
hair tampons.
I asked my doctor about that. I was like, so why is it that the human body stores all these toxins? And she looked at me like I was out of my fucking mind.
Yeah, if only there was some way for the body to get rid of things that it doesn't need.
Yeah, she laughed when I explained to her that. I was like, oh yeah, I was just joking about how all these people are like they're toxic cleansing the toxins, and she's like, oh yeah, those idiots.
It's
But
a
anyway,
cleanse.
you can be on a and then she goes on. This person goes on to say you can be on a horrible gluten-free diet just like you can be on a horrible vegetarian diet.
Yep.
Eating clean. It's just trying to if you. Your just general rules are to avoid too many processed foods. Like.
And eat a variety of foods.
Yeah. Don't just eat
Don't eat the
shit all
same
time.
thing over and over again.
Eat some fruits and vegetables, and make sure you eat bread, and don't
vegetables.
eat too fucking much. That's it. Just don't eat too much.
Eat some fruit.
Here's one of those myths. Gluten is bad for you.
Oh
It's
God, please.
Not actually a myth. Not actually true. There's nothing inherently unhealthy about gluten.
Gluten will fucking kill you.
In God's name, please don't play that Jimmy Kimmel quip. Just
Gluten alone doesn't
The internet.
have many
Is
health
he gonna get
benefits.
upstaged by gluten now?
Oh, I don't know.
gonna
I'm not even listening.
I don't know. I just don't want to see him bomb.
What about Rick Perry challenging Donald Trump to a pull-up contest?
What? I have no doubt
Sorry,
that
I'm
he
like
could beat
reading
him,
the
but
things on the side too.
Yeah, a lot of the gluten foods that have gluten in them have also really high dietary fiber, a lot of vitamin B, zinc, and iron. In fact, a lot of celiac disease patients meet with nutritionists regularly to make sure their diet isn't missing a lot of stuff that they really need to be having in it.
Yeah. That's what happens when you limit your diet too much.
Mm-hmm.
You don't get shit you need.
Here's one that I forget what number we're on because they didn't number these for me and I can't count.
Yeah, they should have.
You personally can't eat gluten because you just know it.
Well, that's true.
It's true that there are people who can't eat gluten, but they're a minority of the population. These people have celiac disease.
yeah.
The
And those
general
people
percentage
fucking
of the population affected by celiacs is about 1%.
And when you have that, there's no fucking question about it.
Yeah, well, you go to a doctor, and the doctor gives you a blood test, and then they tell you if you have it.
Yeah, but like if you eat gluten and you're supposed to be on a gluten-free diet, like you know because you're gonna feel fucking terrible.
Yay.
I like this. If you think you have celiac disease, do not stop eating gluten before seeing your doctor.
There.
What is it?
That's
Is it
just
like-
the doctors controlling you.
Like that's the myth. Like if you're eating gluten and you have a gluten intolerant, or you're gluten intolerant, like
Yeah.
don't stop eating gluten.
Yeah, a gluten allergy is when somebody who experiences signs of allergic reaction when they eat gluten. Swollen lips, difficulty breathing, or diarrhea. Again, people should not diagnose or self-diagnose and self-treat. Symptoms of
Let's go to
celiac disease
Kaiser.
vary and can include fatigue and diarrhea, as well as fertility problems, joint pain, and seizures.
Woohoo!
So if you don't have any of that, you're probably not a celiac disease.
That's what I'm saying. That's when you need to be gluten free.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I was looking for the symptoms to tell you. Yeah, like you're definitely right. The last myth is gluten causes cancer.
Doesn't everything cause cancer?
I think so.
Yeah, I think
Fucking
it doesn't matter what the fuck you eat. It all causes cancer.
8,000 pounds of it in a day or something.
Well,
like
cancer is like evolution on crack. I mean, essentially, it's the mutational effect that would normally over millions of years allow you to evolve more.
Yeah, it's a mutation that's gone bad.
Yeah, it's essentially the process that allows you to mutate and
it doesn't
make
play
better
by the
offspring
rules.
over time, gone into like hyperdrive and going way faster than it's supposed to.
It's a renegade all by himself.
And
Does that mean we'll get superpowers?
replicating out of control.
This
No,
summer,
but you might grow like a toe in your chest.
cancer grows out of your chest.
Actually,
Canker.
that's
All right,
probably really,
here's the story that
really depressing.
Here's a story that Angle put up. Pretty depressing. I saw this earlier. So some
that
dentist.
poor
Fuck that
dentist.
guy.
Yeah,
I'm
some
gonna be
dentist in
activist book
Minnesota.
and just
That poor guy.
smear this.
I feel so bad for him.
Smear it
Really?
all
Wait,
over
For what?
this
What
podcast thing.
He hunted an animal illegally.
Well, he didn't even know though.
What?
I
then he
call
was hunting it
bullshit.
illegally? Please. He went to some sketchy ass locals.
Dude,
they
it was
lured
coming
animal
right
out of
for him.
Have you ever
It
seen
was coming
Africa?
right for him.
It was in that tree coming right for
Dude,
him.
there's nowhere in Africa that's
Oh,
not
he was
sketchy.
poaching. He was
He went with some
poaching
people.
pretty-
He paid what he thought was a fee to go hunt a lion, and then he turned out it wasn't.
Why would you even hunt a lion in the first place?
Yeah, here's the thing.
Because lions are pests in a lot of cases.
No, they're not. They're in
Oh,
danger.
wait.
They're in danger.
That's why they killed them in Africa, is because they're
Oh,
pests.
he's going all devil's
Not
advocate
all
on
the
us.
time.
Oh boy.
Here we
Not all
go.
the time, just like there are situations where like villages will hire somebody to go out and kill a lion because it's killing their livestock and shit.
No, because for
But
this
that's not what
particular-
happened. They
Hold
lured
on,
it
guys.
out of.
Well, I'm
Yeah,
not saying it's what
this
happened in this one. I'm
particular
just saying
one-
that's probably what he thought he was doing.
it's not
No,
what he was
this
doing.
is some motherfucker who spent $50,000 to shoot a lion in the face, and what ended up happening
Which is what you
was
do.
the people that he threw the money at fucking dragged one, like coached one off the preserve that it was being in. It was something that people visited, like
Oh,
a
wow.
fucking zoo,
Mhm.
and they like lured it off the preserve, and he shot it.
So it wouldn't be
like-
technically illegal. Yeah.
It would, yeah, exactly.
I mean,
but
did he know? That's the thing. Did he know it was that
because
dirty?
here's the thing: there are so many lions that are not left on this planet.
Yeah.
Why the fuck would you want to spend anything to kill something that's endangered? How
Yeah.
stupid do you have to be?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
oh,
and
I
that's the
want to
guy
be the
who,
last
like-
guy.
Because
We
a
got
lot
some-
of people
we got
pay
some
a
humans
large
that I'd
amounts of
rather
money
him
to go
shoot
hunting
than a
things
lion.
in Africa.
It's like, hey, the lions are disappearing fast. You may as well, get it
You want to
them
get
while
your
they're here.
shots in.
Yeah.
You gotta,
But the other hand, in a lot of cases, what's going on is
And this
people are
isn't-
going
this
over to
isn't-
Africa, paying large sums of money to hunt an animal, and the sums of money are going to help repopulate species.
But they're not going.
Putting
They were
value-
going to. They were going to some locals some
All
poachers.
you got to do is kill
Yes,
some of them,
in
and we'll
this
repopulate
case.
with them.
But
In this
this
case-
isn't the first time he's done this. I saw him posing in front of some other big game. I can't remember
Well,
the
he
exact.
probably-
I want
the
to say
thing
there
is
was
he
another
may-
lion. This
He's
is the second lion
probably-
he shot, by the way.
like, let's just put that out there. He's probably a huge dick who likes to do terrible things,
Yeah.
who doesn't give a fuck about what's going on. The only reason that this one is as bad as it is because the motherfucker got caught.
Mhm.
Because
But he may have
he
thought
probably
he was
have done
doing
the previous
environmental.
ones, doesn't give a shit, didn't get in trouble, so no one else knows. But at least now, with the way the internet obviously loves to take care of people, is they
Yeah,
dragged his ass through through the internet.
Oh no! If
And
you're
so-
if you're some kind of very conscious about the environment, you don't go to some two sketchy ass African poachers to go hunt your lion. You're gonna
No,
go through.
that happens all the time. Like, you don't.
Yeah. Oh no! It happens all
No,
the time,
it's-
but it shouldn't. It's not.
Yeah.
That doesn't
No,
make it
but
moral.
it's not always
like
just they may
plenty of
seem
people
sketchy because
truck
it's
drugs
Africa.
across the United States border, but it's not right.
No, it's sketchy
No,
because you're killing a
substantial
fucking
numbers
lion.
of people go over to Africa, pay large sums of money to hunt animals,
Uh-huh.
and it's actually helping to bring back a lot of endangered species.
Oh, that makes
Because
perfect
now
sense.
that animal has a monetary value, whereas before there was nothing to motivate the people to do anything to preserve those animals.
That
So
doesn't make,
hunt
that,
an
that doesn't make any
endangered
sense at all.
species to bring back an endangered species?
No,
And making them
carefully
worth money
selecting
is going
and
to
auctioning off the rights to hunt one specific animal in order to gain enough money.
No,
to
no, no,
take
they
care of
didn't.
The rest
No,
and
no, it's not
encourage
one
more
specific.
breeding
Oh no.
Is a
That's
common
not-
practice, and it's
that's not
incredibly
what it is.
effective.
No, no,
You
no.
sound
You're
like you're
thinking.
laughing in the background while
you're
you're saying
thinking-
this shit.
What is this thing right in the
No, no,
middle?
no.
of
I know it. I know what he's saying.
What's
He's
in the middle
thinking
of the
of
screen right there? It says divisive topic.
one specific
I'll
case
read that.
where he's thinking of one specific case where like an animal organization put on this thing where they actually auctioned off the rights to hunt one specific animal. who
But
they,
But,
you know,
but that's
do this legally or
that's
something.
not one specific case. They do that all the time. That's a
No, they do
regular
it, but this
practice.
wasn't one of those cases. He just went.
Yeah, I'm just saying. He may have thought that though. That's what I'm saying.
No, he thought
may
these
have genuinely
guys
thought
in
that.
Africa were a part of fucking PETA.
Have you ever seen stuff about Africa? Everybody there is
See,
sketchy
they were-
as
But
hell.
not the people who actually put on legitimate.
They're all
What have
sketchy,
I
dude.
started? What have I
Good job.
done?
They're all sketchy, dude. Africa's sketchy as fuck.
Oh, okay. So you know
all those black
Shout
people
out-
there make it real
Shout
sketchy.
out to Africa. Shout
Yeah.
out to Africa.
It's like filming in
That's
Africa is
Zimbabwe.
similar to filming in like South America. They'll try to
my
fucking
Yeah, I know too
hold
many
your
brown people
equipment
down
hostage
there.
and
No, I can
prices and
I can understand being like kind of tricked into thinking that you're in the right area, or doing the right thing. Like
Yeah,
I can
I'm
understand.
not saying
that.
he's necessarily innocent.
But-
I'm saying we need more information.
I feel like
Yay. That's what I feel like. We need more
True.
info.
Yeah, I'm just saying you guys are
I
condemning him, but he could equally be. I'm just providing
No.
the opposite point of view.
The state's great.
because
Lions was not the face.
this is where my point falls. Like this, it doesn't even go beyond that. It goes to the point of why spend $50,000 shooting a lion?
To go murder something.
Yeah.
Like
Because
who-
you're a hunter.
Yeah.
But
Who
he's
gives a
already
shit?
and this guy's already shot a lion. Like
And see, that's-
he's been pictured with multiple lions so far.
So then there you go. You're not even winning anything.
He's
You're not
the
even
lion
gaining
whisperer.
anything. You're just
Why?
deciding
Why
to
go hunt a bear?
you're well for food or because it's eating your stuff.
then the guy
it's
lives in
threatening
fucking
your
like
family.
Eating my
Minnesota or
face.
some shit.
This
guy-
lion wasn't doing any of those.
The guy lives in like Minnesota or somewhere in the middle of like up in the mountains. Go hunt a deer. I don't know. Shoot that
funny.
for food. Unless
Yeah,
you're too
I
bad.
can just
like,
see this dude. I can just see this dude making the arrangements all via the internet and thinking it was totally legit, though.
Oh yeah,
I think even the concept of shooting a lion is bad. Like I don't give a shit which way he did it. It's just
Going out to
doing
kill
it
something for sport is sketchy to me.
is stupid. Like
So
that.
you
in
guys don't like
itself-
it, so it's not okay. Okay.
No, I just.
Fuck yeah! I don't care. It's stupid. Like I think killing something that's endangered is just plain dumb.
Yeah, the African
Like,
lion is it is
That's
threatened.
it. Like because you didn't even go for something that's in the wild. You got something that was already being preserred. That was
Make it a
trying to be
challenge.
safe.
Yeah, here's
Get a
here's
bow
the
and arrow or
distribution chart for. Oh, they did at first actually. He tried to shoot it with a bow and arrow, but it didn't.
But he sucks. So
No. He hit it
One
first time.
man-
The problem with a bow is that when you
enter one man leave type of scenario, and you got
It's
a
lot
bow
of
and
times
arrow
you don't
versus a
kill something
lion.
with a bow.
I
Yeah,
might
when you-
endorse
Yeah.
that.
when you hit something with a bow, you immediately plug the wound, so it doesn't really do much. So then they
Yeah,
shot it
unless
with
you're unless you're
gun.
using a really powerful bow and you're really accurate, you're really unlikely to kill the animal with that first shot. So a lot of times bow hunters end up having to chase the animal down for miles and then shoot it.
yeah.
So bow hunting is not cool unless you're an expert hunter.
Oh well, yeah, you got to track something for days if you shoot it with a bow.
Gun hunting. That's cool.
Gun hunting.
It's clean. But no, that's where I stand with that shit. It's just
Yeah,
the concept in general
Yeah,
is
I don't like the
just
concept,
stupid.
but I don't know if he did anything knowingly did anything illegal.
Probably.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
I
no,
personally
he didn't-
Don't
no,
like
no,
the
he
idea
didn't do
of
anything
going and
illegal.
killing something for
Because
fun.
the animal was off the preserve, so it's not illegal.
Yeah.
It's just he's
Yeah.
just an asshole.
Yeah.
And nobody likes him.
The thing is can you prove that he knew they were taking the animal off of a preserve.
Probably not.
Oh, and I
So
just
if
think
you,
I just
you
think
just got to give the guy the benefit of the doubt. I mean,
no,
how,
I'm not,
he
no,
doesn't
you don't have,
necessarily
I
know.
don't think hunting an innocent lion is like a moral thing to do.
Yeah,
Well,
like
I'm glad that something's not okay because you guys don't
Well,
want to do
here.
it.
Well,
Look,
we're glad it's
correct.
okay because you think it's okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
we're glad.
Hunting is a
that's-
normal
it's-
thing. There's
it's
nothing wrong with it. I'm
classified as
not
vulnerable.
agreeing one
Hunting
way or the
for
other.
sport, and there's hunting because you need to. Those are two different things. If
Or
you're just going and
hunting-
killing something for fun,
No, and
You're
it's
kinda
not.
fucked.
It's not like he used every
I
part
love
of the
how he
body and
feeds it.
something.
He just keeps feeding the fire, even though he probably believes in what we're saying.
Well, actually, to be fair though, in a lot of cases, maybe not necessarily with lions. 'Cause I don't know if lion meat is edible.
No,
like,
no,
with
they left the
rhinos
body
and, like,
there.
elephants
They
and
just took
stuff.
the head.
In with like rhinos and elephants and stuff like
Oh.
that, when they're hunting those,
the rhinos, when
they'll
they like,
generally villages
oh,
will come
God.
and like butcher the animal and just take all the
yeah,
meat.
they take chainsaws to the fucking rhino's face to get the horn off.
No. Like after they've killed it,
That's
the
fucking
villagers will
crazy.
show up and take like all the meat and stuff.
No,
and
no, they
beat a
left.
bunch of villagers
They just
and-
left it. Like sometimes they just chop off what part they need and just leave the animal.
No, I'm talking about the
And then it
legitimate
slowly
ones,
dies.
not the
Not the
poaching.
poacher. Not the
Yeah,
poacher.
I'm talking about the legitimate, like, environmental, like, where they're supporting they're paying the fee to support, like, breeding more of that animal.
Yeah.
Yeah, those ones, like, there's times, like, what was it? There's one of the rhinos they were hunting because it was killing other rhinos.
Yay.
It couldn't breed
See,
anymore, so
rhino
it was
on
just killing
rhino
off all
crime.
the other rhinos.
See, there's
so,
the
like,
reason. That is the
$100
only.
grand to go and pay and kill the rhino.
Yeah,
And the
that-
thing is, in the way Africa works, if there's no monetary value on something, they just don't give a fuck.
And if you put monetary value on these animals, then people will just go out and start murdering them for money. It's the
And
other
there's
no,
side.
no,
yeah.
none left.
No,
the
they
monetary
kill the
value
animals.
is placed in such a way that you need more of the animals in order to be able to sell the ones you have. You know what I mean? Like, the system encourages breeding. It's not like I'd have to go through
Like
and
if we're
find all
so
the
concerned
numbers.
about keeping the population up, maybe we shouldn't just kill some of them.
Yeah.
Like if that's the goal, to have a higher population,
And I can
murdering them,
understand.
I don't think is the solution.
Yeah, no,
I
like
can-
a two
I
steps
can
forward,
understand
one
as much
step back
as-
thing isn't the most effective.
I can understand that as like with the rhino, like the case with the rhino that you were talking about is when he was starting to kill off like his own or
Yeah,
her
and
own.
Got a renegade
Then
rhino.
you have to, yeah, you have to, yeah. Then
the
you
rhinos.
can put something out. Like to have a legitimate reason like that, it makes sense. But even that's still just it's such a hard thing to have to do. But it seems like with this gunning endangered animals for just yucks kind of thing is. It needs to be.
No,
very
if this
handled
dude was
very
legitimately
carefully.
like, if this dude was legitimately knew what he was doing, shouldn't have been done, and that people were basically skirting, if not outright breaking a law, then he's a scumbag.
But you can
But we
be
can't really
a dick
know
and
one
not
way or
break
the other
law.
without like, yeah.
It's just tough to like with multiple like.
Oh, and
Boston,
I don't-
I had
I
multiple.
think it's
I
just
think
the
even if he
idea of
wasn't-
going to
yeah.
murder something for fun.
Yeah, even if he
is the
wasn't,
part that
even if he
we're having trouble with.
yeah, even if
Like,
he wasn't breaking the law, I don't think it's a moral thing to do.
Yeah, it's. I just can't stand by it. And yeah, it could be well because you say it's bad means it has to be bad, right? No, I really think so. Like it's
Sometimes
a tough pill to
wild
swallow when you have to.
animals can be a menace, and they can need to be taken care of. But just going out to hunt it for fun is, I don't like that. But I don't know if
and
that's
that's
enough
fine. You
to
guys
say.
don't have to like it. I'm just saying, like,
It's probably a thing that happens.
you're not hunters. He's a hunter. That's what some
Yeah.
hunters do. I can't
Man,
really
go-
sit there and say that that's wrong.
But I don't know if
You know?
murdering something for fun should be okay for anything.
but like
Like, can
I know
just
people
murder
who
my
hunt.
dog for fun?
Well,
Is
I
that
keep in
understand
mind-
the people that
keep
hunt.
in
Can I just
mind-
hunt my dog? Is that all right?
Keep
Or
in
if
mind,
he's
animals in the
Just
wild.
give him a 2-day head
Let me
start.
finish.
Go boy, go.
Keep in mind, animals in the wild don't die peacefully in their sleep.
No.
Something else kills them, or they get injured, or they get sick and dies painfully.
Yeah, and mostly when
know,
they kill a
so, I
thing, it's
mean-
because of
Or
human.
they die of old age too, sometimes.
Yeah,
Right.
No, that's
It's not
extremely
unheard of.
rare. That's extremely rare.
Really?
There's always something that
no,
wants
no,
to
they
do that.
they'll die at an old age, but they'll die much sooner than an animal say in captivity.
Yeah,
It's
something
just-
else will kill it.
They're
eat
going
it,
to die
break
eventually,
a
so let's
leg.
just murder them now.
Yeah.
So essentially,
Rationalization.
It's like I'm not against hunting. Like I'm not against hunting completely. Like I know people who hunt. I know
I
people
kind of
that
am
hunt
against hunting
for,
if it's just for fun.
just
If
like
it's just for fun, yeah.
when they make food out of what they hunt, and that makes it even better. But when you hunt something that's obviously plentiful, like there's a lot of it, then it's a little bit easier to understand.
Oh yeah,
When you
and
go
if you're,
out and you
if you're
hunt
gonna,
something where there's a handful left, no, you need to not do that because
Yeah.
unless under really strict circumstances. If that lion is fucking mauling people and mauling other lions or other animals that are endangered, then yeah, you need to put that shit down. But if
But-
you feel like
but he
you don't,
wasn't,
if this is
and-
not one of those situations that is going in, you need to kind of figure it out. And I understand, like, I don't know the particulars, so there's probably a lot of like gray area that I don't understand.
Well,
If you're-
consider
if you're
the
going- if
funding
you're
aspect
going-
of keeping those animals alive. You have to be able to, have people to guard the animals from the illegal poachers. And the more money you have, the more you can guard, the more chance they have to breed
But
more
no,
of those
he
animals for
just
each
gave
following
money to
generation.
illegal- He didn't. He just gave money to illegal poachers, though. It
Well,
wasn't.
yeah, but I'm saying he might not have realized that. I'm just talking about
Yeah,
the
but if you're
I
going
just-
into a super duper sketchy place, you should make absolutely sure that the people you're giving your $50,000 to aren't
Really?
illegal poachers.
And actually, that's a lot of money to just let go. Like, I'm just trying to like take a step back and like, whoa, you have $50,000 you can just like throw away.
The other thing is the lion suffered for
Wait a
40
minute.
hours.
Yeah, no,
he,
he
the
the
time
way
that he
he
shot it
killed
with a
the animal
bow.
was really, really inappropriate. That I will definitely agree.
Oh, and he didn't even kill like a useful animal. He just what they did after they killed it was they took the head and left the body to rot in the
Oh
in
wow,
the
yeah.
desert
See,
or wherever.
Yeah,
fuck, I didn't even know that part, and that helps my argument. Holy shit.
I'm all trying to scroll down.
Scroll down.
But just in the general, the concept of the conservation hunting is that you, on a carefully scheduled system, you will allow people to hunt like one of the animal. But then you get like, because they auction it off, you'll get like $100,000 to help you preserve the rest of the animals through another generation, and you can slowly build the population back up. That's what he may have thought he was taking part in.
And he didn't make
He
sure that he was
wasn't,
taking
but-
part in that. He
and-
just kind of took their word for it. It's like
Maybe
like
he should have been more careful, but you
Give
know.
them
Yeah,
back.
he definitely should
Negligence
have done.
is like, or negligence or ignorance is still just as bad as being guilty, and that's the issue. Is because when you're going through a sensitive situation like that, this, hunting endangered animals thing is already a tough pill to swallow. You got to make sure that you're doing stuff right, and obviously, I'm not speaking from experience, so I'm sure a lot of people could talk me
Sure.
down. But it's just there's got to be something that if it's so scheduled, if it's so planned, then there's got to be a sign that shows that this is not a good thing.
You should check that you're working with the government, but at the same time, I don't feel like we need to destroy this guy's life because he made a mistake. You know what I mean? Like, and the way the internet goes, this guy's just like
We should just shoot him with a bow and arrow.
This guy's fucked no matter which way you do it. Like it really is, because now his face is everywhere, his name's everywhere.
No, you
Whether
can't-
he's
you can't
he is,
win once the internet starts to latch on to you and hate you.
Oh yeah.
You
Mhm.
can't win no matter what
Yeah.
after that.
Well, hopefully he
he's
goes through it, like it lasts a couple days, and then they forget about him and go to somewhere else. Like, sure, should he be paying a fine or should he potentially do a little bit of jail time? I could definitely be down with that, but,
There we go.
I don't...
He's got really good teeth,
Until
though.
I have more
Look at that.
evidence, like, I want more evidence.
Yeah,
Everything
he's a-
I've
he's
seen
a
is all
dentist.
sort of, like, circumstantial at this point.
And those lions.
I mean, at best though, he's negligent. I think
Yeah,
we can
and
say
if
that.
that's the case, then, there should be
Then
some
he
sort
should
of punishment
definitely,
for that.
yeah,
but
yeah.
destroying
Like
his
either
life
way, he's gonna be
publicly
he's gonna be
forever?
punished, and what he did was amoral.
No,
And
it's
moral.
Taking away his business? I mean, come on.
No, why would you take away his business?
well, I
They're
think
splashing his name and
They
his
even-
business
Yeah,
all over the internet. Everybody knows who he is now.
yeah,
Who's
with
going to
that
go to
out
that
there-
dentist? I mean, that's like
Well, to be fair, people should know what their dentist is getting. Like,
That's
if
kind of
their
just
dentist
the
is a
consumer-
illegal poacher, they should know.
That's
Like,
Honestly,
I wouldn't
that
want to
guy-
go to this
That's
guy.
just part of consumerism.
Yeah.
To
If you
be
don't like
honest,
someone, you're not going to go
is he
there.
a really good dentist? Because if he's a really
Who
good
knows?
dentist, I'm fine. I'll go to that dentist.
Or yeah, if he's
So
a really good dentist.
Hitler's a
then-
really good dentist, then you're cool with going to Hitler. It's like, yeah, I'll go to a
No,
different
not
guy.
Hitler, but some guy that killed a lion.
Just an
I'll
asshole.
go out of my. I'll find a further dentist to go to.
I don't know. It's I mean,
There's
the
some
guy
pretty
at
sketchy
50K.
dentists out there. I'm just saying.
I don't know. I don't doubt that. But
If the
Lion
guy
killers.
had 50K to fucking like drop down on shooting a lion, then he's a pretty good dentist. Like I I gotta throw that. I mean, I've talked to people who've gone through that field before, and they say the money's pretty good, but the money isn't that good. So
Maybe he was just trying to check its teeth. You don't know.
Maybe
Oh,
he's
yeah.
just down
check
in the
his
mouth.
teeth at the end of his barrel. I mean, that's.
I mean,
No, he put the arrow in
they
it
do
so it
look
holds
pretty
still,
yellow.
and then he was going to check for cavities.
And he pulled the trigger to
And
his.
then it came right for him.
gun.
Yeah,
It came right
he thought they were loaded with drink darts. He
No,
didn't know.
I saw
He
this
didn't
thing
know.
smeared all over the internet, obviously, and all over my Facebook. And I was like, you know what? I think we should
This
probably.
is actually the first time I've heard of this.
It is a great idea. We
I
all
managed
like fucking went at it like crazy. It was great,
Yeah.
and
I
it's
have-
a good
I have-
topic.
Oh yeah. It's I don't know.
Inspiring.
Yeah, inspiring. And
Inspiring.
look at this fucking guy.
Look at his teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Oh, he
got
looks like a nice guy.
He's got $1 million
He must do his
smile.
own dental work.
A $50,000 smile.
He looks like
I
the
don't
kind of guy that'd talk to you while your mouth is full of like his fingers and gauze and
Oh,
expect a response.
Looks like the kind of guy who's been divorced once or twice.
Actually kind of does. Oh man.
He's a real man, though.
Like he goes straight from his
Yeah.
dentist's office to the bar because he doesn't have a family to go back to.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure
sad.
killing a lion increases
Look.
your penis size. So, just saying.
Oh, you're like,
well, his tears fill his glass of whiskey, and he slowly drinks his own tears in whiskey.
That smile.
I'm
It's
not a
confusing.
fan of trophy hunting, but like I'm a fan of hunting. I think people should be hunting.
Oh no, hunting
Just
is a
like,
good
it
idea when
puts
you
you a
do it
little more
smart.
in tune of what is involved with actually getting the food you eat. But yeah, I kind of see like having distaste for trophy hunting, but I kind of feel like, well, I mean, it depends on what you're trophy hunting.
I just don't like causing unnecessary suffering for no reason. Like, that's my thing against
Like being the
If you're-
extra.
if you're just gonna leave the animal carcass out there, like
Well, but even if you're leaving the animal carcass out there, there's other stuff that's eating it. Like you're creating a feast for something.
yeah,
Yeah.
but they would have had that feast anyway had you not shot the animal. Like they would have eventually found something, out there.
Yeah, but that's the point. You're really not making that much of a difference unless you're killing something that there's like 10 of.
But see, when there's only
We're
10 of
working
them
that
left,
when there's time left.
and then you shoot one, you've just killed 10% of the population in one go.
threatened.
Good job.
So,
All right,
yeah,
I think we've gone over time by like
Oh,
leaps
yeah.
and bounds.
We're probably
we
at the
shot
end of our
that
podcast.
thing.
Holy shit!
We're a bit
That
over,
was
so
intense.
we should end this.
We are done. We are
It's a good,
done.
and it's a good thing nobody stays long enough to watch that. We should have
Yeah,
done it
really.
at the beginning probably.
See us fucking ran at each other for a good like 20 minutes.
Yeah, but at the
Goodbye,
end,
everybody.
nobody
Bye,
watched.
Cecil.
Bye. Oh yeah,
Bye,
goodbye,
Cecil.
Cecil.
We miss you.